Hello and welcome to Reverse Flank, taking that disadvantage of being solo and turning that into an advantage. I'm going to break down some ways in this video of mistakes that I made, mistakes that the enemies made, and how to capitalize on being solo to take down squads. Now, I've heard a lot of people say to leave the boss layer alone when you're playing solo. Now, that is a viable strategy if there is a full squad there and the process has already started for banishing. If it hasn't been banished yet, you have a perfect opportunity to try to get a pick off on somebody, or what I like to do is set up an ambush. As you will see in this video, is I find the boss lair instantly, and then I instantly start setting up traps. Always check your map and see what's going on. The best thing to do is look at other entrance points that people could possibly start at so that you get an idea of if another squad is going to end up at the same area or what direction they're going to come from to end up at your same area. Right now, from the corner where I started, they would be coming from the southwest to my location. That's why I'm playing it very slow and very cautious here at the beginning. Being solo, it's all about being quiet, at least for me. The quieter you are, the more chance you will have at succeeding. People make noise. If you hear them, you can easily duck behind somewhere and wait for a good opportunity to strike. It's all about patience. Now that I know the boss is here, I'm instantly going to start setting up and digging in, setting up a foothold. Placing traps on barrels is a very viable thing. I don't believe people do it enough. If you are going to play solo, you do need to spend some money on decent gear. Let's speed this up and get to my first mistake. This is where I made my first mistake. I decided to trap up more because if I believed that if any threat was going to be coming, it'd be from the north because of how the map was divided. Unfortunately, that doesn't work out as well as I planned. Remember how I said that stealth is your best friend? Well, this is what draws enemy squads to me. The simple thought of just being greedy with my traps. That right there was just a foolish mistake. Now I have to be more alert because it's not the explosion. Anybody can set up an explosion. It's the fact that it was an alert trip mine. If enemies were listening, they could hear that it was an actual alert trip mine that went off, not just an explosion. I decided to block that ramp up just to give myself a little bit of extra protection. I do not have a lot of experience fighting Scrapbeak. I picked this game back up recently, and I've only fought him like twice before this, so I take a lot more damage than I probably should. If you have traps available to you, including bear traps, always set them up first. It gives you an extra layer of protection, which is very nice, especially when you're solo. Also, always check to see that the boss is white every chance you get. Do a quick scan every time when you kill a boss. You have a split second to check and see if there is enemies on you. I love my alert trip mines. Major damage, letting me know. Noise. Noise is very, very nice. It puts them on edge. I know where they are. It's very, very nice. Why did I not switch to my other bow and just use a normal arrow? I don't know. I haven't been using Concertina arrows much at all. I thought they would just do more damage in my mind and just didn't bother switching. Right now, I do not like my situation. They know where I am, and I do not have the building trapped up. I have outside trapped up, and now they're starting to try to bombard me, and it makes me want to leave and try to get a different angle. Lightfoot is one of my favorite traits of all time because it lets you be able to do things like this right here, dropping down and moving around for a different flanking angle. Look how much noise they've been making. I've been sneaking around silently and they've been running around, and now they just set off the one trap that I had set up. I know exactly where they are, which gives me the confidence to push across. Also, I got gator legs. Again, I'm not experienced with frag bomb arrows, so I was not expecting that much drop. Now that I'm hurt, I finally decide that it's time to fall back. I am out of heals, and surviving is my #1 priority, so I decide to fall back and try to take a different approach. Health, ammo, I'm ready to fight again. I check my map to see where they are. I notice that they're heading north, and who would not want to stop by a wagon and pick up more ammo and health after taking damage from me? So, I decide to take this moment and use it to my advantage. And sure enough, they're coming straight for me. Now it's all about finding a good position where you can get a good angle to drop the person. I decide to fall back and take cover in the bushes. Unfortunately, as you'll see soon, they hit it at slightly the wrong angle, and I wasn't able to get the shot off. I didn't realize I killed one there. I was in panic mode because my location wasn't secure. Even if I did, there was probably nothing I could have done to follow up. They were behind cover and I was too far away. I thought they would survive. Obviously, she walked right back into my concertina wire. So I go round 2, I guess. So I fall back and loot 2 more wagons and try to set up another ambush on the bridge. I do not have concertina wire, which is very unfortunate, so I try to use alert trip lines. This doesn't work. After the first ambush, they decide to head dead south and head straight for the extraction. Honestly, I was rather surprised that they didn't want to take me on due to the fact that I was by myself. This was a very good game. I had so much fun driving these people nuts. I did get to a kill on one of them, and I did get to chase them around and set up traps, and it was honestly funny seeing how much they went out of their way to stay away from me after the first ambush. In the end, though, I ended up going up north and getting the butcher bounty and extracting, and it was a very good game. I consider a very good solo game, 1 kill and a bounty. That is, you can't ask for better than that. And that's what I got this game. Another major point I want to point out is under team details, you can see how many squads were in the game. There was another squad that I never ran into. I'm assuming they left early for some reason, but you never know when there's another squad stalking other people, and I was just lucky enough not to have them try to ambush me or come up behind me. But always keep your head on a swivel, especially when you're solo. This is my first video, so don't hate on me too badly, but this is the type of game I like to play. I've survived, I got a kill, I got a bounty. I do wish that I got more kills than I did. In my opinion, I should have gotten upwards of 3 if I just didn't have a few little hindrances or didn't panic and like switching my bow or the having a different angle to hit the person when they hit the concertina wire. So go out there and get some wins and stay stealthy.